Maybe I should have set that. I fucking should have set the camera first. Anyway, that's fine. I'm good. New subscriber here, John Silva. Man, he's here first too. We got a new subscriber. Hey, jump over to Danny's channel and subscribe to him. Type in Comic Chat, Mr. Comic Chat. Subscribe to him. You know what, Danny? I gotta put your channel in the link. Hold on 1 second. Take me 5 seconds.
I gotta learn how to do that. I haven't done that yet. I have a lot of people on. I want to try and get them to love too. And put it in their link.
Yeah, I just go to their channel, go to their main page, copy their link, then in the description of the stream, I just put it in there.
I got you. Okay.
It's not hard, but it's time consuming as fuck. Follow. Whoa. Follow. Wow, I completely follow Danny at. Then put it in.
There's a guy named Tommy. I don't know where he's from, but he like goes on everybody's stream, and he does that for everybody's stream he goes on. Man, it is awesome.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna send Sean a link too. I don't know if he's up or not, but all right. So I got everybody. All right. So again, not a whole lot of news going on out there. There is one big topic I want to talk about, but I'm saving that for a video on Wednesday. Sean, I just sent you. Sure. I just sent you a link for the stream if you want to jump in. I don't know how busy you are or not. So yeah, there's one main topic I want to talk about, but I'm saving that for Wednesday's video. Tomorrow I kind of got a clickbait video, to be honest with you. I mean, the video, the title is clickbait, but when you watch the video, it's not really clickbait. It's will Blade be in Morbius? ? So it's not really clickbait. But Wednesday's video is going to be the rumor about Reverse Flash being female. I'm not. Yeah. The rumor's going around that Reverse Flash is going to be female in the Ezra Miller movie. So.
Excuse me. Something happened to your sound, bro. Can't hear you. Something happened to your sound. Can't hear you. Can't hear you.
You hear me now?
Yeah. Something happened. I don't know what it was, but I can hear you now.
Hold on a second.
Just for future reference, you hear me do this right here? That mean,
hello?
I hear you.
You can hear me? I can't hear you though. Hold on a second. Say son.
Hey, test one.
Let me try something else here. What about now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh.
Loud and clear.
Say son.
I hear you loud and clear, bro.
Wow, that's fucking stupid. I can't hear a damn thing. Oh, you gotta be fucking shitting me right now. Say something, Dan.
Hey, I can hear you. I still hear you loud and clear.
Say something, Danny.
I hear you loud and clear.
Okay, I hear you from that. Can you say something now?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
All right, I had to swap everything back. Technical difficulties, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, so because I have the Yeti set back up, but I have like wires hanging around. I didn't set it back up fully because I'm gonna go back to the XRL mic soon. But yeah. So the rumor is that Reverse Flash in the Ezra Miller movie is going to be a female, which I'm down for. But I want to do a separate video on that for Wednesday. So I figured something we could talk about. And
what are we going to talk about it now, or
well, you since you're not going to be in my video, you can talk about it now if you want.
I don't know how I feel about that because Eobard Thorne, man, he is on point. I love him on the CW.
Yeah. But see, I think that, and I agree with you on that. I think this is why they're going to go the female route though, because since Reverse Flash is so badass in the TV show, why not let the movie just try something different? It's like if you don't like the female Reverse Flash, then guess what? You got the male version in the CW show. I mean, because people are gonna compare the movie to the show regardless anyway. Like everybody already says Grant Gustin is their version of Flash, you know.
Yeah.
So for me, just like because I like the female Loki, I like the female villains, so I wouldn't mind seeing a twist on that angle a little bit. It's just something, something different. I wouldn't be opposed to seeing it. I think it would be pretty cool, actually.
I haven't seen the female Loki.
It's not. I don't believe she's in the comics. I think it's just like a statue or cosplay and fan art of it. But yeah. But I mean, it's pretty badass. But so tonight's topic, I kind of made this topic kind of out of thin air, and Sean Stackhouse. What's up, Sean?
What's up?
Dude, I got this bad rash for like 2 weeks, man. 2 weeks. Same rash right here. It was really bad. It went away. Now it came back. It's in the same spot. That's where I wear my watch, though. Is right there. So I don't know if I'm sweating since I've been doing this diet. I've been sweating.
Yeah, see this like stuff right in here.
Yeah,
kind of got the same thing going on.
I never got a rash there, and I wear my watch there for my entire life, and I never got a rash there, and now it's just it's bothering me. It's bothering me. But
I hear you, man. I mean, so, you could be dealing with the problem I'm dealing with right now, which I won't go into, but it's much worse.
Oh man, maybe I want to know.
No, you don't want to know.
Yeah, probably for the best because I worry a lot, so I'll probably be like, "Oh my god." So
no, I mean it's in the grand scheme of things, it's not a big deal. It just makes sitting in chairs without like very much cushion for a long.
Well, dude, like so not like to throw out too much info out there, but like since I've been on this diet, I've been getting like bad rashes places.
Mm-hmm.
Like. Because I lost almost 50 pounds. I weighed myself today. I'm down to 311 pounds. I started out at 348. But now I'm getting like these bad rashes underneath my stomach. And I think it's either because of the detoxin or the fact that my body's just sweat. I don't know. But it's like starting to worry me a little bit, But I don't know. It's neither here nor there. Don't want to.
As long as, I mean, I wouldn't worry about it unless something like starts to pus. And then even when it starts to pus, just, get some antibacterial dial and, keep it clean and dry and you should be good.
Danny's like, there's too much talking here.
Danny's like, nah.
But no, I put Gold Bond on it and I was good pretty much all day. But Sweat Talk with Robert and Sean.
Yes, sir.
We're launching. Danny, you should have more knowledge about this than all of us. You're older.
Right.
Danny, tell us about your sweaty rashes.
There are some things that needs to go to the grave with you. What you're talking about definitely go to the grave with you. We do not need to know. But if you want to talk about it, go right ahead.
Hey, I always say on my channel, I try to keep full transparency. I don't like, sometimes you just gotta talk about the rash that you get when you sweat in no spots,
Hey, sometimes, man.
When your ass cheeks start to sweat, man, you start to get that funky juice in between them ass cheeks, son.
That sweet ass juice.
Ass juice, exactly. Nendroid came in with a super chat. Didn't the right question. So I'm gonna do a separate video on this, Sean, on Wednesday, but me and Danny were kind of shooting this back and forth. I don't know if you heard. Have you heard the rumor about Reverse Flash gonna be a female in the Ezra Miller movie?
No, I have not.
Yeah, I've been hearing this for about the past 24 hours, and Danny's like, I prefer a male. I was like, dude, I actually kind of dig it because it differentiates it from the CW show. So like
I'm not saying that from a sexist point. I'm just saying.
No, I'm not saying you are saying it.
It just doesn't. I mean, it doesn't follow. So okay, here's the thing, and I think we've discussed this before. If what you're doing, changing the characters, part of the character's core makeup, if it serves the storyline, and the character, then it's okay. But I mean, will this actually serve more than just an agenda? Because
I don't think it would. I don't see how they could come with a viable explanation or story that's going to fit that makes sense.
But the Reverse Flash is like Barry's ultimate.
That's right.
of all.
Yeah,
If they made a
it's like the
Flash a female, then I
opposite
could-
mirror of Barry Allen.
Right.
Yeah, I get that, but so okay, maybe it's just because I like female characters, so I don't care. But and I understand the mirror contrast. It would be like if Bizarro was like a female for some odd reason, it wouldn't make any sense. So I can see it from that point of view. I'm just thinking, like, is there something specific about Reverse Flash that says he can't be a female? Because they're
the only thing that would make sense if when the Spectre recreated the multiverse, when he shot that energy blast in there, maybe on one of those other eras, the female Flash, the Reverse Flash is female, but for the primary or the prime Reverse Flash, it needs to be a male, just because of their polar opposites of each other.
You know what's interesting, since you bring up the Spectre, and that makes me think of the Arrowverse and then the Ezra Miller crossover. I read, or I watched today on YouTube that scene was a complete afterthought. Like everything had already been shot for the crossovers, and somebody's like, "Hey, let's do a crossover with Ezra Miller," and so I don't know if it means what everybody thought it meant.
I heard different. I heard from someone who's actually there about that scene.
Really?
Yes. Apparently everybody knew about this months ago and everybody kept it under wraps. So I was listening to SEN Live yesterday and Jay Washington was on set. And Jay Washington said he was having lunch at the director's house. And they were showing it for their friends. And he walked by the room, saw Ezra Miller and Grant Gustin, and he's like, "What the fuck is that?" And then like the director hurried up and said, like, "No, you guys can't say anything about this. This is something big that we're working on. You can't say anything."
And I hope that's true, man, because like when I saw Ezra Miller, even though it was just momentary, I was like, okay, so DC is actually tying in everything now, which something was done long ago. I think it's a brilliant move.
Yeah.
I want it to be that. I do.
Yeah. Well, here's like, not only do I believe Jay Washington, but if this was something that the DCEU, like WB CEOs were doing, I would say, yeah, it's probably just a blow off scene. But the way Greg Berlanti masterminds his CW universe, he doesn't do anything by accident or just throwaway. Like he is the Kevin Feige of that universe. That's why I want him to run the DCEU.
Yeah, but okay, as much as I like I like Greg Berlanti, and what he's done with the Arrowverse.
Hey,
but there's
yeah,
something there, Rob?
Yes, yeah. I'm cheesing.
If it's a good thing, then I'm happy for you.
It's a good thing. It's a really, really good thing.
Congrats, brother.
Yeah.
But the thing about Greg Berlanti is I would be good with him doing the Arrow or the CW DCEU. But he just seems to bring in a lot of agenda.
Yeah, I get that.
That's my only issue with Berlanti.
Yeah. I think he would be put more in check if he would go up to the movies, because he would have to answer to more shareholders, more CEOs and stuff like that. I think he has a amount of freedom on the television side, that he's able to
it's interesting you mentioned that, because Berlanti, I believe, was also used in some aspect for the DC streaming service shows.
Yes.
And if there's one thing that you can take away from the DC streaming service shows, that is, even though there were agendas like in Doom Patrol, but I mean that's just Doom Patrol. Doom Patrol's cool. But there were some like smaller agendas. They weren't nearly the amount of agendas that you saw. Like, so maybe the agenda aspect isn't Berlanti. Maybe it is just the CW being like the soap opera version.
Well, CW's always been that way. Just go back and look at all the other shows that is on there, like whether it be Riverdale or go back to, I mean, you can go back years to look at the CW shows. Remember that Beauty and the Beast show they had? What was it called? That's more of a CW thing, trying to aim its demographic to teenage Twilight fans.
Yeah,
and
so, that you could tell, like, so like when the WB switched over to CW, things changed a lot.
Yeah,
because when it was a WB, we didn't have all of the agenda stuff. I mean, Smallville would have been a completely different show if it would have been greenlit under the CW.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, if Berlanti could, if he is not responsible for the agenda, in the Arrowverse, then I'm completely on board. Or if he is, and if he can like take more of an approach like he did on the DC streaming stuff, then I'm on board too. We need a visionary. That's what we need.
Yeah, and I think he can piece stuff together just as good as anybody else. Is they just let him do his thing and not give him so much shit. The way you're describing people like him coming in with an agenda or being mandated to do such, a good example on the comic book side of things over in Marvel is Brian Michael Bendis. Brian Michael Bendis
is over DC now too.
Huh? Yeah, he's over in DC now. But he's a fantastic writer. Like, I love everything this dude does. And he got so much shit for creating Miles Morales because, like, oh, you're only doing this because of this. You're only doing this because of this. And my one friend, Joel, hates it, right? And I'm like, look, dude, Brian Michael Bendis, like, because Brian Michael Bendis turned Iceman gay also.
Oh, so he's the culprit. Okay.
Yeah. So, but like I told my buddy Joel, I'm like, look, we don't know what he's being told to do. For all we know, that the chief editor is like, you need to make a black Spider-Man, and it's his job to make it work.
And I mean,
that's
I have to say that Miles Morales, at the time was
injection. A surprise, but I didn't think it was going to work at first.
Well, I didn't either, because I mean, we're talking at, like, in that time period. Yeah. Yeah. But I think Miles Morales was the new life injection that Spider-Man needed as a series.
But like I think like Greg Berlanti and other people like Brian Michael Bendis gets too much, because we all work for a living, right? We all had managers come up and say, I need you to do this. It's your job to execute this. We might not agree with this, but it's our job to execute that. There's so many things that happen in like whether it be on Marvel side, like for example, let's look at Age of Ultron. Age of Ultron was like pretty much a hot mess, we got the hot tub scene with Thor and all this shit that doesn't really make sense. Is that really Josh Whedon's fault, or is that Kevin Feige saying you need to incorporate this to set up future movies?
Kevin Feige actually, I think if I remember right, he made Joss do that whole pool scene, where he was doing like the projection or what have you.
Yeah.
And Joss didn't, if I remember correctly, didn't want to do it. But yeah, so yeah, I see what you're saying. But see, the thing is, I mean, I have to take issue with Michael
Bendis.
Yeah, because I mean, you do what he did at Marvel, okay?
Yeah.
And even though he created Miles Morales, and but then he turned Iceman gay, and so that's fine. I don't care. They're comic book characters, and at the end of the day, it doesn't really affect my life one way or the other. On the real. But if you do it at one company, okay, it could be an isolated incident. But then
go to another company.
Now he's at DC jacking up Superman.
Okay, so you're gonna have to fill me in on this, because I stopped reading comics when Bendis came over and did Superman, because when Superman Rebirth came out, I loved it. Like, I was a subscriber to Action Comics, Superman. I loved everything they were doing, and they were building up to this mystery character named Oz, and then they revealed who he was, and then I was like, I don't like the fact that's that character. It doesn't really make sense to me. So I stepped back. I canceled that. I canceled all my Marvel comics. And then Brian Michael Bendis came over, and I started reading it, and I noticed he gave Superman his trunks back. It's like everything that they were building up, that the original writer was building up, he just kind of went in and did a JJ just retcon everything.
On the aesthetic, what he did to Superman, his like visually giving him in his trunks back, the rebirth Superman is more of the traditional Superman than I couldn't stand the design of the new 52 Superman for the most part, especially when they gave him the collar. I was like, nah, that's not cool. But
thanks, Jack.
If I could just, I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying thanks, Jack, for the super chat and the comment. That's all.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Continue your monologue, sir.
If I could just sum it up simply, like what they greenlit for the CW, Superman and Lois, being domesticated.
Yeah,
that's essentially what he did to Superman in the comics. Like,
okay,
they kind of neutered him in a sense, and I mean, there was definitely more to the story than that, but I mean, there's more of a focus on, like Lois and his son are sent away. So,
yeah, he sends them away for a reason. Then like Lois comes back. So that was the last thing I read.
Yeah,
it was like because he sent Lois, out in space to do. So I totally forgot. It's been like a while since I read that storyline.
Or something.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with Jor-El. Yeah,
I mean, they left with like some. Like Krypton, I'm pretty sure it was Jor-El, but I mean,
it was Jor-El. Yeah,
and I was like, when I read that, I was like, how is this possible?
Well, because they brought. So, man, I really need Andrew in this conversation because he still reads Superman. But so I read all New 52 Superman. I actually really, really love New 52 Superman. And then when they did Rebirth, they merged the New 52 and basically the OG Superman, all that stuff. Yep. But going back through midway through the New 52 Superman, they were building up this mystery character, Oz. Like you kept seeing him from the shadow. And it was like a good maybe 70 issues of them building up Mr. Oz. And then they revealed he was Jor-El, that Jor-El survived. And at that point, I checked out. I'm like, I can't. I can't, because that takes away everything. That's like saying Uncle Ben didn't die. It negates the character.
It takes away everything. Like, it takes away everything that's like Superman has ever done. I mean, if Jor-El had survived and he did not reveal himself to Superman until all of these years later,
he
wins the award for like the shittiest father of like all planets.
Ever. Yeah. Like he's a worse father than Goku.
I mean, come on.
But yeah, so that was sort of like a little tangent. But so before more super chats come in, I want to get to the main topic.
Cool.
Okay, we could just talk about it for like a minute and go on. It was just something I had to do just for a title. Ant-Man 3. Do we want it? Do we want it?
You talked about this earlier, and I think if Sean remembers, there was rumor that either Dr. Doom or who's the other bad guy? I know Dr. Doom.
Ant-Man 3?
Yeah, there was talk and rumors that Dr. Doom was supposed to be introduced into there, and I think Sean and I said that wouldn't be a good idea.
No,
and Norman Osborn.
No,
the other person.
If Doom is introduced in anything, it would make sense for either Black Panther or just wait for Fantastic Four.
Yeah,
that is it. Or wait to like an Avengers movie and have it be like an end credit scene or something. But to me, Doom and Namor are fit to introduce in Black Panther.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, they were saying that either Norman or either Doom was behind, and Ant-Man and Wasp, the people that was trying to get the PIM particles and his technology, that Doom or either Norman Osborn was behind funding that and trying to get that.
But they've been saying that back since Spider-Man Homecoming that Norman was involved with shit. Because remember when they sold Avengers Tower, like who's gonna get it? Is it the Baxter Building? Is it Norman?
Right.
And they didn't even touch on that in Far From Home.
It's because they don't have enough. Even though Disney's like all powerful, they don't have enough clout with Spider-Man.
Yeah,
to actually make these bold like universe claims inside the MCU, saying, "Oh, Norman Osborn's going to be in Ant-Man and the Wasp 3, and that the new tenants in Stark Tower or Avenger Tower is going to be Osborn. They just don't have they're everything surrounding Sony and Marvel right now.
Yeah.
That we publicly know is
Yeah.
not like on solid enough ground for them to move forward with that type of thing.
No, that's why I think Doom and Namor is fit for Fantastic Four. So, but you know what I want personally? If I had to choose to see an Ant-Man 3, I don't know if I would even want to see an Ant-Man 3. I really didn't like Ant-Man 2 at all.
See, I liked it more than the first one, personally.
I thought it just took the jokes from the first one and just like really hammered it over your head.
Yeah. I mean that's fair, but I think if we do see an Ant-Man 3, it's probably going to be in the form of Disney Plus.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. I would take an Ant-Man 3 series, like if they instead of doing a third movie, just do an Ant-Man series.
Oh yeah,
I'll be down for that. What I would like to see as the villain, though, I would like to see Hank Pym go to the villain.
Huh?
Hank Pym was bad in the comics, guys. He lost his mind and like beat his wife and did all kinds of shit. He was bad. Like, look it up. He was a villain.
Yeah, but Scott doesn't know. Well, Hope. I guess Hope is the one that would have the knowledge, because I was going to say Scott doesn't have enough knowledge right now to really be Ant-Man without Hank Pym. But Hope Pym, she could take the slack if Hank did go to the dark side. Shout out to your Star Wars t-shirt.
Hey, I got 2 super chats coming in. I'm going to hit on them real quick. The first one comes from Nindroid, who says Galactus should be the main villain for phase 4 through 6. That's what I've been preaching for the choir, man. I've been preaching that.
Oh, from 4 to 6?
Yeah. You know, like Thanos was the overarching for the first 3. Well, the next 3 should be Galactus.
Well, because Galactus has to be built up, like maybe over like a bigger phase than like from 4 to 6.
I would say 4 to 7. Go like 4 phases with him, dude. Like don't rush into it. You don't have to.
Galactus is such. I mean, he's so much more than Thanos.
Yeah.
And I would have Doom be like the little anti.
Yeah. I would have Doom be the Loki.
Yep, exactly.
And then Galactus be the Thanos. Oh. Because Loki was like the like sub villain for the first 3 phases, and Thanos was the overarching threat. Do the same thing. Let Doom be the one they're concentrating on, and in the meantime, Galactus is heading his ass wet like to Earth, and nobody knows it.
We know the connection between Loki and Thanos. What would be the connection between Doom and Galactus?
Silver Surfer,
yeah. Like, don't forget, Doom is smart as fuck.
Yeah.
He could just be a regular villain like Loki was in the first Thor movie, and then he sort of like finds out about Silver Surfer or Galactus, because don't forget he's a brilliant man. Doom is a fucking brilliant guy. But that's what I want to see. And there's a lot of rumors going around that we're going to get a Galactus mention or cameo in the Eternals.
Okay.
That'd be good.
Yeah, because apparently they're saying that the Eternals somehow created Galactus, or he's not, maybe not created, but he's a celestial, like that big ass fucking head in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, nowhere. Mm-hmm. So I mean, it makes sense. I know it's not exactly like that in the comics, but the MCU likes to take the comics and alter it to fit their universe, so it just makes sense.
Yeah, the MCU isn't comic accurate, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I would love. Man, just the thought of seeing Galactus done properly in a live action movie.
Yeah, I hope that's going to take a lot of money, though. A lot of money.
To
pull that off right.
He is just so enormous and like powerful. I mean, and I would see the thing with the MCU that makes me apprehensive about approaching Galactus is that they power people down so much inside the MCU. Like what they essentially neutered Thor and his power, so Galactus needs to be like all powerful, man. All powerful.
Yeah. Well, dude, Thanos was pretty OP.
Yeah, but
Thanos was pretty OP. Like you go back and watch Infinity War, dude. He was fucking them boys up without even breaking us.
Yeah, but the Russo brothers, for all the credit that people give them, I mean, I have issues. As much as I enjoy their movies, I have issues. Like when Infinity War, when Cap like held Thanos off.
Yeah.
I was like,
that scene is being played in slow motion. That scene's like half a second long. That's in slow motion to make it look like it's longer.
Yeah, I know, but still, they did that intentionally too.
Yeah, because it was an awesome fucking shot.
I mean, it was a great shot, but I was like, come on. And Thor should have been more of a formidable opponent.
I definitely agree.
Thor kind of was, and Thor did end up killing Thanos.
Yeah, when Thanos was like all like used up.
I mean,
like a used condom.
Yeah, pretty much.
But if they do what you guys said, the movie would have been over in the first part.
Well, I know, but see, that's the thing. All they have to do, like any comic book company, all they have to do is pull from the storylines that already exist and then adapt. You don't have to.
Well,
you don't have to screw over characters just to make your movie longer.
And I agree with you, but like, let's Rob, you cuffed up now. What does that mean? Did my man Mance Rob get? Did my man Rob? Yeah, I did, but I don't know what cuffed up means. But okay, so let me throw out cuffed up. Oh no, well, yeah, kind of. Yeah,
man.
But let me throw out two examples of the source material from the comics and how I think it did better in the movie. Okay. First one, since we're already talking about Infinity War and Endgame, let's just hit that one first, and then I'll get to the second example. First example, and I'll get to your super chat, Matt, in a second. First example is in the Infinity Gauntlet, Thanos got the Infinity Stones because he wanted to impress Death. He was in love with Death. That would not work on the screen. It's so fucking weird. Like, I don't want to see.
Definitely would not work under Disney.
Well, it would be so weird on the screen. Like the fact that, because it wouldn't make Thanos a layered character. The reason why Thanos is the best MCU character, he is layered because you actually sit there and go, you know what? This fucking big, giant, grimace-looking motherfucker actually makes a little bit of sense. If I eliminate half the population in the universe, it will give more food. Like, look at our planet. Look at planet Earth. Look how much resources and people are going hungry and stuff like that because we're like overpopulated on this planet. So you look at Thanos and go, I understand. But if he wants to boink a female skeleton, Lady Death, like he wants to just eliminate half the population just to get in the Lady Death's pants.
I mean, who doesn't want to boink a female skeleton? I mean, come on. It's on my bucket list.
It's just weird. It's weird as fuck. And my second example is you look at the comic book Civil War and you look at the movie Civil War. The movie did it better. And they had less characters to do.
I disagree.
I
disagree. Civil War, the comic book, you could not do it in live action. You just couldn't. It's like trying to do Crisis on Infinite Earths in live action. You could not do it comic book accurate because it's too huge. It's just too huge.
It is huge, but there was a lot of stuff inside Civil War, the comic, that they just kind of stretched out for a while. You know, you go back and you read I believe it was like 7 issues, and it was just really kind of stretched out. And I liked how the movie kind of tied in all the different events that happened inside the MCU. And be like, look, we had to be put in check. Whereas in the comics, it was like a bunch of superpower people went to like film this fucking thing, and a school got blown up, and that caused the rift in the Civil War. So. That's neither here nor there. Let me get to these super chats. I got more popping in. And Danny, by the way, I know you look like you're pissed off at something. Maybe you got a rash, Danny. I don't know.
Danny,
but you can chime in at any time, my friend.
I got a headache going on the board. That is,
maybe because you live streamed for like 30 hours today.
Negative.
Okay, so Matt 1306 says, "Do you think Jared Harris is Doc Ock? I could see it." Who the fuck is Jared Harris?
I don't know who that is.
I think he's in the Morbius movie. Let me check.
Really, Jared?
I'm looking. Jared Harris. Jared Ford.
That's the guy that played opposite of Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
No. He's playing in Morbius movie. He's gonna be that professor.
He also played he was the doctor in, I don't know if any of you guys seen it, the HBO show.
He was Moriarty in
Moriarty and Sherlock Holmes.
And he was the doctor in Chernobyl. I mean, look, he's awesome, but I don't want to see him as Doc Ock.
No, I think he might be a little too old for Doc Ock.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I mean, I could play Doc Ock. Look at me. I don't know if I keep losing weight. I don't know if I'll be able to play Doc. I'm not shaving my beard, so Doc Ock is gonna have to keep a beard.
Honestly, in my opinion, it's gonna be hard to
top homeboy from Spider-Man 2. Yeah,
he was a great Doc Ock.
Yes, and to be honest, like, we really don't need Doc Ock. You know, I'm gonna say something controversial here. I'm gonna go with it. Go with it. Just give me a female Doc Ock. It happened in the comics. They did it in Spider-Verse.
What is it with you wanting to like bend genders, man?
I mean, bend them, everybody.
Because here's the thing. Okay, look. Obviously, I like pussy. Okay, so the more pussy
I cover now, man. You want to bend too much gender.
Well, I'm just telling you, because nowhere does it say Dr. Octavius has to be a guy. There's nothing about his backstory that says he has to have a dick.
His first name?
Otto can be a female's name.
I've never met. I've never heard of one female named Otto.
I never met one male named Otto.
Well, there are men named Otto, but I mean, I've never ever heard of a female named Otto.
And y'all just are hating on the pussy. That's all, man.
Yeah, but good Lord, everything can't be a female, just like everything can't be a male.
That's right.
You gotta have some.
Let's just say you all lucky I'm not running MCU, because
oh my God, be the whole female X-Men.
I would have already done
female Avengers.
Yeah, have you read
the X-Women, man? There'd be no X-Men.
I would still call it the X-Men, but there was a team of full female X-Men, and it was badass too. When should Kang show up? Said Nindroid 243. That was hard for me to say.
Prime example of why don't always work to race spin is Batwoman is totally stinking up.
That's because they're doing it for an agenda. Ricardo, shut up with your salami cheese. You're just mad because the Texans lost after having a 20-something point lead.
I'll tell you what, Rob. If you ever end up running the MCU, I will pirate your movies and watch them that way. I will not give you any of my money.
Then you guys shouldn't read my book because it's very female.
Oh, goodness.
I have no problem with it, in original context.
Yeah,
if you like I said, if you do this for a purpose that it serves the storyline and it serves the character and does the character justice, then I'm fine with it. But if you're doing it just because, then I have an issue.
Yeah, who wants to see a female Shazam or a female Black Adam? No, that don't even.
Dude, I don't know about you, but when I saw Shazam and that one little thick white girl came up, man, I was like, now this is the part of the movie I want to see. Oh, Nindroid. Thank you, Chris. Nindroid. Into the Spider-Verse. Olivia Octavius.
Okay.
That's badass, man. That's badass. Plus, in Spider-Man, Scarlet Spider, Ben Reilly, fought female Doc Ock. Okay, this is all legit in comics. Okay, I'm not making this shit up. I'm not saying, hey, let's give Green Goblin a pussy.
I'm waiting for you to say that.
There is a goblin in the Spider Universe that has a pussy.
Oh my God!
I mean, I believe Menace was a female. Let me check. I did read your super chat. I'm gonna check. I believe Menace is a female. Spider-Man, Menace.
I mean, let's just make Spider-Man a female. Let's make all females.
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Gwen.
I know Spider-Gwen, but Spider-Gwen's not Spider-Man. She's Spider-Gwen.
But you can't have a Spider
There's
girl
Spider-Woman
named Spider-Man unless it's a transsexual, and that's possible.
I mean, we can't judge. Maybe Maybe they tuck in the spandex. We don't know.
Okay, Menace. Menace is a female. Lily Hustler. There we go. There's your female Green Goblin. There we go. There's female Venom. There's Sand Woman. No, I made that one up.
I mean, if there's already precedent for it in the comics, then I'm cool. You know, but you have to really, if you're a movie studio, you have to worry about the general movie going audience.
That's right.
You know, because
like a female Xavier, that wouldn't even that wouldn't sound right.
a lot of
How would it not sound? Well, one, I'm not saying I want to see a female bald chick in a wheelchair.
In some cases, it can work. Just like I'll give you a point example. For Doctor Strange, they made the ancient one a female.
Yeah,
not attractive, but she's a female, and that worked. I didn't have a problem with that.
Mm-hmm. But the thing is, man, like I was saying, you have to the general audience is not necessarily comic book knowledgeable, so
yeah,
they know the characters just from pop culture.
Yeah,
so if you were to put a spin on it, like on a major character like that, it would confuse the hell out of a lot of people.
Yep,
and that's really the biggest thing that I mean. If I were an executive, I would be thinking about, okay, well, even though we have precedent for this in the comic book, what would this do to our bottom line for this movie?
Exactly.
I understand that, and that's constantly a conversation that studios have all the time. RV Arad, he produced the first 5 Spider-Man movies, he always said that Peter Parker will always be Spider-Man because that's what the public knows. Right. Okay. Then here comes Into the Spider-Verse, kicks ass, and wins a motherfucking Oscar. You know?
But in fairness, I mean, even though it was a Miles-centric movie, it wasn't just Miles on his own.
No, that's why I said I'm not saying like go straight into the pussy. You know, you gotta work around the cooter, man. You gotta sniff it a little bit, give it a little taste, then dive in. You gotta give it, you gotta give it friends to play with, you know, like for example, they're going female Thor in Love and Thunder, right? But Chris Hemsworth is still going to be there.
Man, this is just turning into like a demented Mr. Rogers Neighborhood. You gotta be friends with it. You gotta introduce neighbors. And
Nendroid says Penny Parker and Sandgirl. I never heard of Sandgirl, but Penny Parker is a legit character. We got a big super chat coming in from Bennett. He says, my 2 cents is if the character needs to be gender swapped with no real reason, then you must be trying to write a different character. Otherwise, the change wouldn't be necessary.
Exactly. Thank you, Bennett.
But you guys, okay, for an example, and I'm really surprised by you, Danny. You know, being the oldest out of all of us, I would, since you lived back in the day, you got to remember, a lot of these characters were written back in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, where it was just white dudes making up white characters.
Okay. I don't know what year the tire was made, but it's fucking awesome. So why I'm going to reinvent the tire? It still works. It still works on my car.
Yeah, but it wasn't like tires. Yeah, but it wasn't like tires got around with other tires saying we're going to make this tire. It's like,
but I mean, the thing is, man, if you have these ideas, why? My whole thing has always been, if you have these ideas for these characters, go out and create a new character. And
I've always stood on that.
If they're awesome, I'm going to support you.
I agree with that too. I agree.
Sometimes you can change them, but you got to make sure the change makes sense.
Yes.
Case in point, me and Sean was discussing the guy that plays Moff Gideon.
Yeah, as Magneto.
I could definitely see him being raised up in the 50s and 60s when the Ku Klux Klan was very prevalent.
Yeah.
They hang his mom or his parents in front of him, and that ignites his power, and he's named Eric.
Yeah.
That's whatever.
Yeah.
That could work if you're trying to reboot the franchise, but not necessarily every other thing could. Well, let's change it to a female because it might be cool.
Right. This would make sense. this would be a legitimate way to go, and it's not just like checking a box. I mean, it might literally be them still checking a box, but it's something that your average comic book fan would be like, all right. I mean, cool, because you like Denny and I have talked before, and I think Rob, you and I have talked. You can't go with Magneto's original.
It's too outdated now. Too outdated.
I mean, he would just be too old.
Yeah, he'd be like 110, 115 almost.
Yeah. So I mean, if you go back into like the era that Danny was talking about, I mean, that is like a really great moment in time to focus on, or a character like Magneto.
Yeah,
it would explain his rage and his hatred towards humans, and yeah, I'm all for it. That is a change that makes sense to me.
Yeah. I stood on that one too. But I don't know, man. I'm just looking at it from a different line. I don't take things too serious, like.
I mean, at the end of the day, whether they're changing the male, female, whatever, we all gonna go watch it.
Oh yeah. And as long as it's good and it entertains me, I'm okay.
But like for an example, for when they were talking about making Michael B. Jordan Superman, right? I don't have a problem with them doing it. I have a problem if they're saying, well, Henry Cavill's out and Superman is just black now. Like if it was a different universe, or it got like Flashpoint and now he's black, okay, I'm cool.
But he was never talking about being Cal or Clark Kent.
No,
that's true. That's true.
Everybody on that story.
Now they retconned a little bit on Crisis. That could very much be
very true.
Yeah,
very true. But that's what I'm saying. Like I just don't want to go to a movie and boom, is pop there. It's like you have to explain how we got from point A to point B, because continuity means a lot to me.
Me too.
But like if I watch, like, that's why the X-Men movies kill me so much, because one movie contradicts the other movie, and it bothers me. That's why I like Days of Future Past, because they fix it all, and then of course they fuck it up in the next two movies after that. But Ricardo, you're not half Jewish. he's like, I'm half Jewish. No, you're not. Aren't you Mexican? It's offensive to change Magneto. First of all, dude, it's not offensive. Okay? There is no one who survived there's very few people who survived the fucking concentration camps that are still around today, okay? And if they are, they're like extremely old and they can't move, let alone bend metal.
They're not going to give a shit about
unless the next X-Men movie is being taken place in a nursing home. Then there's no way in hell.
They already did that with Logan.
Yeah. I mean, Charles is already in a wheelchair, so I guess you just move him on in.
Yeah.
Did you not see Logan? Who wrote that?
Ricardo. Ricardo. I call Ricardo a professional troll. Like he trolls everybody and gets banned from everybody's Twitter. Like he's not happy unless he's just trolling just to troll.
Hey, as long as he keeps sending in like dollar bills, it's all good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't give a fuck. He can punch me in my face. He keeps sending money. I don't care. Just give Magneto a bigger lifespan. That makes no sense. The human lifespan is only so much. That doesn't make any sense, like at all. It ain't like they're doing a movie and saying we're gonna take Moses and make him Italian. That would be fucked up, though. Can you imagine Italian Moses?
Who did Kevin
and that shit
play in that movie? Who did Kevin Bacon play that he could extend his life with that interview?
He played oh dude, you're putting me on the spot.
The White King or something.
No, he was part of the wasn't it something Shaw?
Yeah, something Shaw. I can't think of it.
Oh, come on, Rob. Tap into your nerves.
If Moses was Italian, he would have 2 pizza ovens for every kind of pizza on the ark.
Yeah. Fuck, who the fuck was Sebastian Shaw?
Shaw, that's it.
Yeah, still got it, guys. Still got it. What's going on Thursday? Oh, Watchmen. Yeah. I'm fine. Yes, fine. I'm caving in. I'm binging Watchmen on Thursday. Okay, I'm binging fucking Watchmen. So everybody can leave me the fuck alone about Watchmen. And then after I binge it, I can hate it, and no one ever has to say, "Well, you didn't even finish it." I finished it. I still fucking hate it.
I tell you, I've been getting DMs about watching it. Please give it a chance. I said, it wouldn't. The movie really wasn't my cup of tea. But
If
I
the
was
movie
like,
ain't your cup of tea, I don't know if you're gonna like the show.
I mean,
what is it on? Is it on Netflix? Hulu?
HBO.
if somebody wants to like buy me a subscription to HBO Max or whatever it's HBO Go, I'll watch it. But
Yeah, I don't have HBO Go. I'm not spending money for that. So
Yeah.
I just sign up for the free trial, binge it, and then cancel it.
maybe they'll show it on YouTube.
Oh no, they're not gonna put it on YouTube. You'll get it on Blu-ray or DVD first. Should the MCU X-Men face Mr. Sinister? Absolutely. Yep. That should have been happening in the fucking movies.
Yep.
Bennett Latimer said they could have the X-Men and Magneto emerge from the negative zone with the Fantastic Four if they opt to keep the classic origin. No, Fantastic Four should definitely merge from the negative zone, right? Because that could explain where the first family has been this entire time. The X-Men can't do that. Just do the House of M storyline with Wanda and have the mutants start to merge from that point. You can do that whole storyline. That's the reason why they're doing WandaVision and Doctor Strange 2.
I heard that got pushed back. Did y'all hear that?
What?
WandaVision? I didn't hear that. I heard Doctor Strange lost his director. That's all I heard.
I still think the explanation of the mutants, like a good explanation for why they're now just being discovered, could be because there were so many snaps.
Yes, that's great. That's great too.
Yeah.
There's so many ways you can explain it. It's not out of the realm of possibility. Like, well, where do they come from? It's like, come on, guys. Like, where the fuck was all these superheroes during Iron Man 1? You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, come on, it's a fucking movie. Don't sit there and take so fucking logical and everything.
Now here's a question for you though. Since Disney has the rights to the X-Men now, okay?
Yeah.
And since Wanda is already established, do you think, because we're talking about race bending Magneto, okay? Do you think it would, I mean, either way, I'm cool, but I mean, they could retcon it a little bit and have Magneto be Wanda's father like he is in the comics. Or do you think it would be better just to go forward without even trying to?
I don't see how they could fix that because Wanda got her power from the Tesseract.
Yeah.
So I don't know how they would go back and.
Well, that's true, but I mean, I'm sure they could spin it somewhat.
Yeah, they can retcon it. They could say she always had it and the Tesseract just pulled it out.
Yeah. Maybe it came out earlier than it would have normally.
And how would they bring back Quicksilver? They're going to do the House of M because he got killed.
Well, I heard a rumor that Quicksilver might come back in WandaVision.
See, nobody ever dies forever. I mean, now with Robert Downey Jr. flopping with
Doolittle, he's coming back to the MCU.
I mean,
that's gonna happen.
I always knew he was coming back anyway, but now he's
coming back sooner.
Yeah, he's coming back quicker than they originally planned. I mean, I don't know if we'll see him next year, but we're definitely going to see him soon.
Hey guys, I hate to do this, but I gotta go take a piss, so you guys can talk about whatever you want to talk about. Okay.
Don't forget to mute your board.
I can't make no promises.
Oh man, it's all crazy.
Yep. I would definitely love to see the House of M, but like I said, I don't know how they would pull that off. But I saw Darth Reese said the Tesseract unlocked her powers, so I guess
that would actually explain it. I mean, because certain mutants, like in X-Men history, they've not actually discovered their abilities until a certain age. So a lot of them are actually born with it. Some don't develop it until later in life. So maybe Wanda would not have developed her powers, until years later if it wouldn't have been for the Tesseract.
But usually it'd be some kind of traumatic or stressful situation that
No, you got that confused with Super Saiyan.
Negative.
No one has anything confused for Super Saiyan.
That's what unlocked Magneto's power whenever Sebastian brought him in there and said if he didn't save his mom, and he damn sure killed her, and then that's what made it exploded. So
Who should the Fantastic Four fight in the MCU?
Well, Doom, obviously.
Doom for sure. Like that's the easiest question of all time.
I mean, the Fantastic Four are obviously should be an integral part of Galactus storyline.
Yeah.
But I mean, if
Myself, Rob.
What's that? I guess Danny's got to go pee.
I said, yeah, I got to take a quick break myself.
all
right.
okay, cool,
So
man.
go empty the tank, brother. Go empty the tank.
But I don't know, man. I mean, oh, that's interesting.
What?
Oh, your super chat.
Oh, the Flash question?
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. I haven't watched anything from the season yet. I always watch it when it's done.
Killer Keller, is that in like the CW show or is that in the comics? Because I haven't seen anything. I don't think it can be in the CW show because there hasn't been a Flash episode since Crisis.
Yeah. There was no episode tonight, was there?
I would have to go check my DVR. Maybe.
Yeah. I thought there was an episode tonight, but I could be wrong. Might have been Supergirl or something.
Well, I know Supergirl and Batwoman aired last night.
Yeah, so tonight should have been Flash.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe it is in the
Killer said look it up. Okay, I'll look it up. What do I look up? Flash Super Saiyan? Flash Super Saiyan. DC just got his own Super Saiyan form.
Oh, okay. The Flash just reached a new power level and it made him terrifying.
Golden Power, it's in the comics. Yeah, I mean, okay. I mean, it ain't that big of a deal, I don't think. Me personally. He basically went supersonic.
Yeah.
Just like, Sonic.
I mean, it's cool. I mean, you can, as long as it doesn't jack up Barry overall, or the Flash. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, Wally, Barry, Jay, whoever,
Flash going Super Saiyan.
Yeah. He has a new power now.
I like when they give characters new powers like that,
What's his new power?
He basically goes Super Saiyan. He turns like all gold yellow and he's like super strong and shit.
Yeah, I heard that. Somebody told me that on stream yesterday.
It would have been awesome if he did that and turned into a female.
Oh my god.
Like sort of like Naruto with the sexy jutsu.
Wasn't there an anime where if the character
or sneezes, he turns into a girl?
Or he got in cold water, he was a girl, or hot water.
I know in Rama 1/2, the character, if he sneezed, he turned into a female.
That happens to me all the time.
Me too. I already got the titties, dude. They're getting a little smaller, but
when I lived in Japan, there was a cartoon like that. And the sucker, if he get in
you lived in Japan?
I was in the Marine Corps, I told you.
Oh yeah, I just didn't know you went to Japan. You never really told me that.
Well, this puts a new spin on our conversation, Danny. I mean, if Flash can go Super Saiyan, who wins, the Flash, Superman, or Goku?
Man, I'm not getting into it no more because whatever point I make about Goku, you, Terrence, Robert, and the whole world, y'all come with all this shit. How damn Superman went to heaven and slapped the shit out of the Lord. And
well, dude, let me just tell you this, okay? Because I hate the Superman versus Goku debate. I hate it. It's so batshit fucking crazy. It doesn't like first of all, Goku's not a superhero. I'm just gonna put that out there. Goku constantly puts the fucking world at jeopardy just so he can fucking fight for fun. That's not the definition of a superhero. Okay,
you put at jeopardy. People come there and try and whip him.
Dude, he was the reason the fucking Tournament of Power happened in Dragon Ball Super. He fucking got so many different fucking universes eliminated just because he wanted to try his power out. It's like, dude, that's not heroic. That's not being a superhero. That's being a super jackass.
Oh shit! I'm still laughing at Danny's comment about Superman going to heaven and slapping the Lord.
Has Goku ever fought Muhammad Ali?
Okay, see, that's why I'm not even going to discuss this because every point I make up, y'all come with some kind of
He's not a superhero.
out my ass. He's this, so I don't care. Whatever.
He's not a superhero, and Goku can die.
You, Sean, Terrence are basically wasting your breath when y'all tell me Superman is stronger. So you might as well stop. So,
I know, man.
So it's not going to.
You're not going to accept. You're not going to accept the truth.
No, somebody that can slap, go to heaven, slap the Lord, and next day fly to hell, and fuck the devil. I mean, Superman can do it all.
He can. He literally can.
Look, Robert, I'm sorry, Danny. I was looking at Robert. Look, Danny, join our cult of Superman. Do it. Do it.
I wish I had that machine now that Robert got. So I can say, "Fuck you, it ain't gonna happen."
Yeah, no, it's all good, man. It's all good. I mean, it can be a fun debate, but I mean, the fans on either side, they're both great characters, at the end of the day. So
Somebody said today on our other chat we were on, said, "What if Superman and Goku did the fusion dance? What the hell would that be?"
They wouldn't even be the same power level to do the fusion dance. The only way they would possibly be able to fuse if they had the Patora earrings. Yeah, I hit you with some Dragon Ball knowledge. You didn't even know I knew that much about Dragon Ball, did you? I know everything about Dragon Ball.
I mean, when you say Superman and Goku doing the fusion dance, I just imagine them at a disco in the 70s.
Yeah.
They both got froze and wearing the bell bottoms. That'd be pretty sweet.
Well,
I'd watch that fight. There'd be a dance off, but I'd watch that fight.
Gus is over there, guys. I'm not gonna go get him. He's over there. He's laying on his back. Let me see if you can see him.
I thought you was gonna have a moderator tonight, Rob.
See, he's right there. I did have a moderator. I got a bunch of moderators. I got 2 moderators in here. I got 3 moderators in here. I had
studio.
Oh no, not tonight. No.
Well, Wonder Woman's not doing anything, man. Put her to work.
Yeah, right. Hey, man, that's sexist as fuck.
I didn't say have her make us like some sandwiches. I said put her to
God
work.
damn. Where's Jimmy? Jimmy's mad at me.
Is it just me, or does it seem like Morbius kind of stole Wonder Woman's thunder?
Nah.
Wonder Woman's still gonna outperform Morbius.
Well, I think it was gonna do well, but I'm just saying, like, I don't hear much chatter about it.
Because wait until we get the second trailer.
Yeah, wait till we get the second trailer because the movie will come out to July, right? July or August.
It comes out like almost a month after.
I know one of those movies are going to buy Super Bowl spot. I'm just wondering which one it's going to be.
Probably
Morbius.
Well, Black Widow for sure, because Black Widow comes out a month after the Super Bowl. You're
gonna see. I don't. Some movie that always kind of surprises us and gets a Super Bowl spot.
Yeah,
because I heard those things are like a crazy amount per.
Yeah, it's like a couple million for like 30 seconds.
Yeah,
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I know we're going to see Black Widow.
I think we're going to see Black Widow. We might see Wonder Woman.
I think we'll see Wonder Woman. I think
we might see an Eternal, and that's supposed to come out later on this year.
Oh, that's a good call. We haven't seen anything from Eternals yet.
I would bet on Morbius too, because Sony is playing a different game right now.
Yeah, that's true.
Sony has learned from Marvel messing with them, and that's why they got Morbius now. Because Marvel gonna have to do business with them with Blade.
Well, they don't have to. It just benefits them.
Yeah. If they want to actually work for the fans, if they do business with Sony to incorporate Morbius with Blade, that's going to make everybody more money in the long run.
Yeah,
it makes sense if Blade shows up in the last minute or two or end scene credit.
Yeah,
because I'll tell you this right now. I like what Sean just said. I like what you're cooking. When you said it would benefit everybody. Okay, can you imagine Morbius comes out, does really well because of all the Spider-Man connections from the MCU, right? So that's MCU helping Morbius. Then in turn, there's a Blade reference at the end, which will then help Blade when Blade comes out. So it's a domino effect. One helps the other. And I think Blade is going to do very well. But if it gets that push from Morbius, it will do even more, just like Captain Marvel with Infinity
Not to mention, Morbius might help Venom too.
It could.
They might put something in there end scene credit. You know that do those 2 end scene credits. So one could kind of help Blade a little bit, then the second one could push and help Venom too.
And speaking of Venom, I was thinking about people are saying, well, how are you going to do Venom if Spider-Man comes back into the Sony-verse, because of that dynamic. Venom is not an anti-hero when it comes to Spider-Man. He's Spider-Man's enemy. So, I mean, all you have to do is have Eddie Brock and Peter Parker meet and have that rivalry, and then Venom can change like that.
Yeah.
What would be awesome if the second end credit they show Madam Web.
Yeah.
He kind of ties.
That's what I want to see.
Venom and Spider-Man.
But another way they can get Venom into Spider-Man simply is Eddie Brock is a journalist. All they got to do is have Peter Parker start working for the Daily Bugle, and then that caused Eddie Brock to get fired or something. But
they're on 2 different planets now.
Are they?
They have. Well,
they are.
They never established that.
Never specifically said. I mean, they could.
The fact that Venom is not a derivative of Spider-Man like the comic books. That's the only explanation that makes sense.
Well, that's true.
But in Venom, they didn't even allude to Spider-Man. He was in California.
Yeah, but I mean, well, see, this just goes back to the. Yeah, I mean, comic accuracy obviously is lacking in the Venom.
It gotta be a different planet or multiverse because they came to Earth. That crazy doctor, he found the symbiotes in the comic book movies, and when I read, the symbiote finds Peter Parker, then gets on him, and then when he's sleeping, the symbiote's kind of active and that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, you can't do that now. It's impossible.
I'm saying, so how that. The only explanation that makes sense is that they're in 2 different.
Not really, because
you could just explain it by saying that Peter Parker never got the symbiote.
Yeah. If you go back to the 90s cartoon, Peter Parker wasn't in Secret Wars and got the costume like he did in the comics. J. Jonah Jameson's son crash landed to Earth, and the symbiote came along. That happened in the Venom movie. They referenced Jameson's son in that movie. So they could just go that way and just do what Sean says. There's no law saying that Peter had to have that symbiote first. For all we know, they could just do something to where the symbiote gets pissed off at Brock, leaves him, somehow gets attached to Peter, and then Peter finds out it's bad, takes it off. The symbiote then gets pissed off, goes back to Venom or Eddie Brock to get revenge on Peter. It's very, dude, like, honestly, I could write that in like 3 seconds in my sleep. That's how easy it is to tell that.
Yeah. They could definitely they could do some sort of storyline adjustment for it, and I think it's an easy fix.
Yeah, it really is. It's not that Yeah, they did even though I don't like the Venom movie, they didn't do anything to box themselves in a corner.
No.
If they would have had like a newspaper said Peter Parker was dead, I'm like, well, fuck, now you boxed yourself in a corner. But they didn't even mention it, so they didn't box themselves into any problems.
Well, if they would have done that, they could just in the next movie they could print a retraction saying, "Oh, just kidding."
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Later, Christopher.
I think it'd be good, man. I think if Sony and Marvel can work together for these movies, Marvel doesn't necessarily have to own everything.
No.
You have a working relationship with, and use the characters. So Marvel's just got to. Disney just has to learn that
to play ball.
Exactly. Yeah. That's it.
They got to realize that they can help one another. They can help Sony make billions of dollars, and in turn, Marvel can use their characters.
Yep.
It's a win-win. I don't understand why really Disney's the bad guy in this, because Disney wants full control. And Sony's like, well, no, we bought those rights years ago. You're not going to take full control. So they're trying to bully Sony, But if Sony pulls this thing off with Morbius, like I think they're going to, dude, fucking Sony has the ball in their court right now, too.
Yeah, Marvel's going to – they're going to want to work with Sony.
Sony or Fox did Venom?
Sony.
And if Sony can get, like you said, Rob, if they get that universe together, they're gonna be very, very formidable.
Because I believe on the last stream, all three of us were on here. If they can pull a Spider-Man Avengers with all the different Spider-Man, and you bring back Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield to meet them, dude, that movie's gonna make $1 billion in its sleep, man.
And the thing is, I mean, the MCU is great, but you know, I think it would be good to have a Sony Marvel verse, you know, because they will not necessarily follow the formula that Disney is doing with the MCU. So you could have the darker storyline, you know, and the MCU can keep doing what they do, and they do it well, but you could still have like stuff that's closer to the source material.
Yeah.
And I think that's why, you know, I didn't really want the Fox properties to go to Disney in the first place.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I think Disney could probably, if anybody's going to tell a good Fantastic Four story for the first time ever, it's probably going to be the MCU.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll give them that credit, you know, but I mean, the X-Men, I mean, I don't think the X-Men needed Disney.
Well, here's the thing. The X-Men movies, if you go back and look at them, there are just as many bad X-Men movies as there are good X-Men movies.
Sure.
You know? And
but I mean, the first X-Men movie changed the game for modern.
It did. It really did. That and Spider-Man were the first two that kind of pioneered what in the new definition of a superhero movie could be. Superman established it in the 70s, and then X-Men reinvented it, you know? And
you brought that up. Who's the better Spider-Man in your opinion, Robert?
I'm going Andrew Garfield, just strictly on acting performances alone. Not counting the movies. Okay, I'm not comparing movies to movies, even though I do like Amazing Spider-Man more. Just performance-wise, I feel like Andrew Garfield is a much superior actor. He's an Oscar-nominated actor, 2-time Oscar-nominated actor. I feel his pain. I feel his sorrow. I feel I feel like there was actually chemistry between him and Emma Stone, where Joe Maguire, he felt like he was constipated most of the time, and he didn't really feel like he cared about Mary Jane, and she just didn't care to be there. So,
yeah, they're two completely different type of performances for sure. I think that Tobey Maguire was good for what he did.
Yeah, he was playing more of a Silver Age Peter Parker. He was playing like that.
Garfield had more of the
Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah, he was like more sarcastic.
Yeah,
you know, like the scene.
Spider-Man that I know, when he's fighting bad guys, part of his arsenal is talking to him, talking junk to him,
talking shit. And Tobey Maguire didn't do that. Like he did it for like a little bit for the first movie, but like Andrew Garfield was straight talking shit all the time.
Yeah. And Tom Holland does it, you know, too.
He does it from a kiddie kind of.
He's also much younger, so he's coming at it from a different perspective.
I mean, I do like Tom Holland. You know, I don't have a problem with the Spider-Man movies that he's been in, other than the fact that he's kind of Iron Man Jr. at this point. Between the three, I would have to say Andrew Garfield was the best representation so far. Now, we still have a lot to see left of Tom Holland.
Yeah.
You know, Tom Holland may eventually take that title.
Tom Holland, I think, is a fantastic Spider-Man, but I think his movies fucking suck. It's like they're trying so hard to fucking negate what Spider-Man means, but when the Russo brothers use them in the MCU, that's fucking Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But when they do his own solo movies, it's like, oh, he's got to be connected to Tony. He's got to be connected to Tony.
Even in the cartoons and in animated, I don't care for the teenager Spider-Man. I prefer the grown Spider-Man.
I always liked the adult Spider-Man more. That's one reason why I like the 90s cartoon, because at that point he was already in the college, you know?
Yeah. But we haven't really seen the teenage Spider-Man until
we've seen the teenage Spider-Man on anime. They show it all the time. Spectacular Spider-Man.
No. I mean live action. You know,
live action. Tom Holland's the first one because Toby and Toby graduated in the first movie.
Yeah, he was in high school when they first started off.
And Andrew Garfield was a junior in the first movie, and he graduated in the second movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were like both like way
30?
Yeah, they were way older than Tom.
They look more adult than Tom Holland does.
Mhm.
Yeah, because they were I believe both of them were in their late 20s when they filmed their first movies.
Yeah, because I think Toby was actually in his 30s by the third.
Yeah.
So
but the funny thing is Tom Holland's in his 20s too.
yeah, but he looks so much younger.
I know, he really does.
I mean, he in Homecoming, he literally looks like he was a high school kid.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really curious to see what he does with the future of the character Spider-Man. There's so much that you can do. Like, well, they haven't even explored really the whole Mary Jane thing yet.
Yeah, I want to see Mary Jane. Mary Jane in the comic books is sizzling hot.
Dude, yeah.
I want to see that.
In the third Spider-Man movie, I want there to be like some relationship problems between him and MJ. I want her to go to the side, dye her hair red, show up at his fucking door, smoking gorgeous, because Zendaya can pull it off. I've seen the pictures, and I want her to say, "Face the tiger, you just hit the jackpot." For the love of God, make that happen. But they are too busy. The Sony movies, and I really feel like this is Kevin Feige's, not just Sony, because Sony done Spider-Man before, so they know Spider-Man. But Kevin Feige, I feel like he's like, we're taking everything that Spider-Man is and changing it. It's like Spider-Man, they don't mention Uncle Ben. Aunt May's a fucking whore. I mean, what the fuck are they doing?
I like this Aunt May, man.
She's a fucking whore, dude. She's a fucking whore. She's fucking the guys at the damn restaurant. She's trying to fuck Tony. She's trying to fuck fucking Happy. Like, she wants like, your husband just died and you want to fuck everybody and their mama.
First of all, we don't know how long.
Exactly.
I mean,
she's a woman, so you should love that.
First of all, I love Marissa Tomei. I had the biggest crush on her and My Cousin Vinny, but I'm sorry, that's not Aunt May. Okay, that is not Aunt May. Sally Field is Aunt May.
Sally Field was a good Aunt May. I will admit, but I mean, Marissa Tomei. I think she's probably my favorite Aunt May. Rob's not going to be happy until Aunt May's cast as a man. Because he's all about that gender swap.
Uncle May and Aunt Ben.
Yeah, so I'm good. I'm good with Marissa Tomei, man.
I love Marissa Tomei. I don't blame her. I just think what she's got to work with is not kid friendly. Disney, not kid friendly at all.
Well, it's not necessarily Disney, so
that's true. But Kevin Feige still, though.
Yeah, but I mean, who has final say? Kevin Feige or Sony?
Yeah, that's true. Darkside Doshi says Fantastic Four will introduce into Ant-Man 3, I believe.
How?
The only way I can see that is if they're fucking around with the Pym particles and it opens up the negative zone somehow.
That's what I think gonna happen.
Interesting.
But you could also say the same thing with Doctor Strange.
True.
I actually see it more in Doctor Strange and Ant-Man 3, to be honest with you.
I mean, the multiverse of madness could mean like literally anything. Yeah. So, especially with Wanda, being involved. I mean, who knows what's going to happen in that movie?
Yeah. It's weird, even though they just lost a director. That I think that's the one I'm most curious about in this next phase is Doctor Strange 2.
Me too, and it's the whole everything surrounding the director leaving because he wanted to make it
more,
he wanted to go more to the source material. It just shows that the MCU's to quote Ra's al Ghul from Batman Begins, he's not they're not prepared to do what is necessary.
Yeah, I love that movie, dude.
I know. I
love Batman Begins, dude. I've been quoting it for the past couple days, man. I'm quoting the part where it's like, be something else. I'm like, what's that? A legend, Mr. Wayne.
Exactly.
I fucking love that movie, dude.
I've loved Ra's. I mean, depending on the iteration, it's either Ra's or Raish,
yeah. Different people call it different things.
Yeah, but I mean, I've loved the character since the animated series, man.
Yeah.
there has always been this this
The
respect.
guy that played Ra's al Ghul in the animated series was a Doctor Strange. I mean, a Doctor Who, wasn't he?
If he was, I didn't know that.
The voice actor.
I didn't.
You talking about Batman animated series?
Uh-huh.
I will look it up. I will look it up.
If so, that's fantastic trivia.
I think he was one of the Doctor Who voice.
I'm looking it up.
I mean, the voice actor who portrayed Roz in the animated series. I love that portrayal of Roz. There was always like such great respect between Bruce and Roz in that series.
Yeah.
Even
Okay.
even though they ultimately didn't see eye to eye. I mean, and even Roz tried to have him taken out. There was still respect.
Okay, he was voice acted by a gentleman by the name of David Warner. Now I'm looking up David Warner. David Warner does not look like he was in Doctor Who. He was in Titanic, Tron, Star Trek 4, or I'm sorry, Star Trek 6. I don't see anything with Doctor Who in his Doctor Who TV series. He played a character by the name of Professor Grizzock in one episode.
Okay. That's awesome. I had no idea.
God damn you, Danny, trying to get me to research and shit. I don't fucking think.
Oh, man. I'm not a Doctor Who fan, but I know I glanced at one time. I said, that's the guy playing on Doctor Who. So
Darkside Doshi said, director of Ant-Man 3 also wants to direct Fantastic Four. That is true. He wanted to direct Fantastic Four before he even came to Marvel. He was going to do it for Fox. So, yeah, Peyton Reed, yeah.
Man, I don't understand what is so hard about making a good Fantastic Four movie. I just don't.
You know, the OG one, not the OG one, because the OG one never even saw the light of day. But when they rebooted it again, I actually thought it was pretty okay for what it was.
The one with
Jessica
Captain
Alba.
America.
Yeah. Captain America, the first that first one I liked a lot. When Rise of the Silver Surfer came out, that's sort of where it wet the bed, because I really thought they were going to pull off Galactus, and then it just became a shit cloud at the end.
I agree. But the first movie was not bad for what they had to work with, at the time.
Yeah, I thought it was entertaining. I actually liked Doom in that one too, and then it was the second one I didn't care for. The first one I thought I could still go back and watch it. Sean, just super chat just for you. Ben Vladimir says, ask Sean if I don't know why I'm asking you. You can read it. If he likes Jodie, I don't know how to pronounce that.
Whittaker. So yeah, here's the thing, Bennett. I like Jodie Whittaker. I like Jodie Whittaker a lot, especially because I saw Broadchurch before I saw her take on the Doctor. And I think Jodie Whittaker could be a fantastic Doctor. I just think the current showrunner does not know how to write the show, and they're not really utilizing her in the way that she should be utilized. So as of now, I'm not impressed, but I think that she could if say Moffat was still show running Doctor Who, and he before he ran out of steam, then I think she would have been fantastic.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Doctor Who, man. You completely lost me in that one, man.
It's all good.
You ever heard something called the Unbound Doctor, Sean?
No.
Okay.
Why are we talking about Doctor Who? I don't know shit about Doctor Who.
You should watch it. It's on Amazon.
We were talking about it because he had a stream yesterday, Doctor Who, and I was giving a bunch of shit.
The only thing I know about doctors is that medicine woman chick. I forgot her name.
Dr. Quinn.
Dr. Quinn, medicine woman.
Do you know that in real life she was Johnny Cash's best friend?
The actress
Jane Seymour.
I did not know that.
God damn, dude, you got like a whole list of knowledge that you never even display, and you just like kind of
useless knowledge.
Shooter in his brain, man. He's got.
I don't.
First of all, if anybody's got useless knowledge, is this guy. Like I got so much knowledge of shit people don't care about. Like what's TIE fighter? Like what does TIE and TIE fighter stand for?
Thai food. When they're in the TIE fighter, they're eating Thai food.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
No, that's not what it means though. Twin ion engines.
Okay.
So if anybody ever holds up a gun to your head and say, "What's his tie?" in TIE Fighter mean?
What does X-wing mean?
I don't fucking know. I can tell you what an AT-AT means. It's all-terrain armored transport.
X-Wing means that it was originated in the X-Men universe.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I'm gonna look all this stuff up tonight before I drift off into La La Land.
Nice.
Is that current? Is that before Rise of Skywalker or after Rise of Skywalker?
Journey to Star Wars: The Last Jedi.
Okay, so it's pretty current still. That it should have said Journey before JJ reboots it.
I want to get the Rise of Skywalker book on that. Maybe to answer some of these damn questions.
Yeah, I got to do that too. Rob would love Doctor Who. A male character becomes female. Yes, I have been wanting to watch that season. I have been wanting to watch the female Doctor Who season. I just haven't got around to it.
You would like the what's the Star Trek where the woman turned
Voyager?
Jax, not Deep Space Nine. Jax is a man and turns to a woman.
Dude, I don't like shit just because they turn into a woman.
She's a fine ass woman.
How long have you been taking estrogen shots?
I don't want males turn into women. I just like women characters, man. Whenever I'm playing a video game, if I get to create a character, I always create a female. If I'm playing a fighting game, I don't care if it's Tekken, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, I always pick a female character. I like female characters.
I agree. I mean, Sonya Blade was always my favorite in Mortal Kombat.
Sonya Blade was always my favorite in Mortal Kombat.
Hell no, man. Sub-Zero, boy. Y'all would not want to play against me. All I'm doing is freeze your ass to death.
No, you don't want to play me in Mortal Kombat.
You just
freeze you.
Zero female. Then
they did. Her name is Frost.
Oh goodness.
But I got the arcade out in the living room, son. You don't want to play me in Mortal Kombat. I'm a bad motherfucker with Johnny Cage.
I'm saying I'll make you mad because I'll freeze you to death.
Dude, I would jump up, block it, shadow hit in the balls.
I love Mortal Kombat.
Dark Side Doji says, "Where's?"
You say you don't like Mortal Kombat?
No, I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, everybody loves Mortal Kombat. Where's a Squirrel Girl movie? Anna Kendrick. Dude, I want that to happen.
Dude, yes.
I want Anna Kendrick to play
really
Barbara Gordon.
Squirrel Girl.
Dude, Barbara. Dude, that's a fan. I love Anna Kendrick. She's
good, man. And she has that Barbara Gordon look, man. She has that look. But yeah, I want to see Squirrel Girl. If they, because Anna Kendrick came out and said that she wants to do it. What the fuck you got against Squirrel Girl, Danny? Damn.
No, man, that's we's on show the most lamest superheroes.
We got an Ant-Man movie. You want to talk about lamest superheroes?
He lame too.
At least Squirrel Girl.
I'm an equal opportunity because they said on one comic book she beat Wolverine. Do you really believe that? And she beat Thanos.
She beat Thanos, man.
No,
I know. I'm just saying.
I do not want to see that.
Just because it happens in the comics doesn't mean it's going to happen in the movies.
Okay, well, you have the right to see what you want to see.
I'm not saying I want a fucking movie. They can do a Disney Plus show, Squirrel Girl Disney Plus show.
Yeah, that's cool, man. But I'd rather see Anna Kendrick as Barbara Gordon.
Hell, put on the CW. Okay, they'll
too big for the CW, man.
They'll do something with it.
Nah, she needs to be Barbara Gordon. Nindroid says, "Hey Rob, do you listen to Queen?" Yes, I love Queen.
Good. I don't have to give you an L on that,
dude. I'm not much of a music guy. I'll be the first person to admit I'm not much. Like, I love music. Like, I listen to music all the time, but I don't pay attention to like who sings what or about.
Ask him who his favorite artist is.
Taylor Swift.
Did you see that coming? I did.
Taylor Swift. Dude, I remember when I showed up to my friend Joel and met Adam for the first time. They're like, dude, with all your tattoos and bald head, we thought you were going to be listening to like punk rock and you come out with fucking Taylor Swift. It's like, dude, I listen to music differently. I don't like listen to the words. Like, I listen to the melody and it calms me. I can't explain it, but I'm not dedicated to one type of music. I could like classical music. I can listen to instrumental. I can listen to rap. I can listen to rock. It just depends on it, you know?
Yeah. And as soon as Taylor Swift drops a rap album, I'm sure you're gonna pick that up too, right?
I own every one of her albums, including her Christmas album.
It's called Tay Tay Rap.
Yeah, she did that rap song with that one rapper with her extra small T. what was her rapper name? I forgot her rapper name, but yeah. So, but yeah, I like Taylor Swift. So me. I've been listening to a lot of Godsmack this week, though.
I like it. I mean,
That's why I
Taylor
got my. I like when I was going through the thing with Nikki, and I was just like trying to get myself in the zone, just to try to get over it. Like, dude, I painted my nails black, put my beanie on, just listen to Godsmack, dude. Like, dude, it was.
I saw that stream on that. I say, what's going on here?
Rob's gone to the dark side.
Oh, dude, well, when I was in high school, dude, like I had like long black hair. I wore all black. I had like, dude, I was like one of those emo kids, dude.
Dude, if you haven't seen this yet, Rob, back when CM, I don't know if they still do it or not, but when they did Crossroads on CMT, and it's on YouTube. Taylor Swift did a Crossroads episode with Def Leppard.
Oh yeah,
and it's fantastic. So they all play and sing each other's songs together.
Yeah, I've seen the show before.
Yeah, it was a really good episode. I mean, she was like up there literally singing some Def Leppard, man. It was some legit stuff. And she's wearing like this dress. I was like, damn, that's the first time I noticed her. I was like, oh, okay.
I always been a massive Taylor Swift fan from the beginning, but I never found her attractive until like the past few years. I really found her attractive now. Like she's finally coming into her own. But have you guys seen the fucking Halsey video? The new one that just came out? Jesus.
No,
Christ, guys. Jesus fucking Christ. I was like, oh my God, man. Halsey, drop dead gorgeous, man.
Rob needs a moment too.
I do, man. I kind of want to just watch it now.
That was so good, yes.
What are you doing, Danny? What are you doing?
That's you. After you finish watching that video, you'd be like,
like,
it was good for me.
Was it good for you, Taylor? Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm just gonna pretend it was.
Yes, Taylor Swift is in Cats, but to be fair, there's a lot of great actors in Cats, and the movie still sucked.
I don't Taylor. I don't.
Yeah, it's not Taylor's fault. She's not even that. She doesn't even have that big of a part in that. So
that movie would have been shit with or without Taylor Swift.
Yeah, it was just a bad movie to greenlight anyway.
I've always, like, historically, I've always had an issue with musicians who try to go into acting. Now there have been some that have made it work.
Yeah,
pull it off now.
Yeah, but I think that a lot of them, when they try to focus on acting, like one of their careers is going to suffer.
Yeah,
and like John Bon Jovi is a good example. You know, I mean, he's not a bad actor. He did like a John Carpenter's vampire movie, and it was okay.
Tim McGraw is pretty decent, and he
was pretty good in Blindside.
Yeah.
J-Lo too. J-Lo is pretty good, especially if you've seen Hustler. Like I didn't think she had range like that. She was pretty good. Someone just said that too. Brendan Sparks just said that as a Hustlers. Yeah, she was pretty good in that.
Enough too.
Ice Cube is actually pretty good too. Like he doesn't expand his range, but what he does, he's good at. And his son is a fantastic actor.
In a Thieves, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Who's his son?
His son played Ice Cube in Straight Outta Compton.
Oh, that was his son?
Yeah, that was his son.
Yeah, okay.
He also played in a small movie with Elizabeth Olsen called West with Egret or something like that. Traveling West with Egret. He was fantastic in that movie. Like his son's a legit good actor.
He played in Den of Thieves too. You need to check that out.
He was also in what? The new Godzilla movie or Kong? He was in one of those. I think Godzilla King of Monsters, I think he was in.
What is Ice Cube's real name?
Well, Ice Cube?
Yeah, that's his son's name. Something start with an O.
Orville?
No.
Orange juice?
O'Shea. That's his name.
Damn, I was really hoping it was Otto.
Oh. There you go. O'Shea.
I can't think of his last name, but that's his first name, O'Shea.
Who else was a musician that was a pretty good actor? What's his name? David Bowie was pretty good.
He was good enough for Labyrinth.
Yeah. What about Eminem?
O'Shea Jackson. O'Shea Jackson Jr.
Interesting. Oh, so he is a junior. Okay, interesting. Eminem. I've never really seen his acting movie, so
He's only been in one movie, right? 8 Mile, right? That's the only movie he's been in.
I've heard of it. I've just not seen it.
You ever see 8 Mile?
Nah.
You never seen 8 Mile? Jesus. Oh my God.
Rap battles are iconic.
Oh, I gotta look that shit up, dude. That shit's amazing, dude. He goes up against.
Have you seen the romantic comedy called Bed of Roses?
Oh no. But the last 3 rap battles on 8 Mile are iconic. The best because his favorite rap song is was by Mobb Deep called Shook Ones, and that's what he won the rap battle on. Awesome.
He fucking dude. When he goes against Anthony Mackie, dude, like, oh my God.
Oh, Anthony Mackie was in that too.
Yeah, he played Papa Doc. Okay, I grew up in Fort Lauderdale, just letting everybody know. So I kind of like listen to a lot of rap. So let me see if I can.
I'm gonna tell you the hardest Eminem song he ever made, in my opinion, is "Cleaning Out My Closet." You need to listen to that, boy.
I used to listen to all the Eminem songs until
a beat. Oh my Lord!
Until the 4th album. That's when I dropped off on Eminem. I'm still waiting for Dr. Dre to come out with a new fucking album.
How long has this been?
Since the 2001 album.
I was gonna say it's been a minute, man.
8 Mile?
No, Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre.
Critics everywhere are falling for the gentleman.
I actually want to see this movie.
No, it was the
Look at him walking
Dude,
up
he fucks
like Rocky Balboa.
Dude, he fucks these boys up, dude.
That's worm.
He fucks these guys up. See, there's Anthony Mackie.
Damn, he was young.
Tell you something. Check this out. Yo, this guy's a choke artist. You got your bad one. You better off shooting yourself with Papa Doc's handgun. Climbing up this mountain, you're weak. I leave you lost without a paddle. Flow the shit's creek. You ain't Detroit, I'm the D. You the new kid on the block, about to get snapped back to the boondocks. Fucking Nazi, your squad ain't your type. Take some real advice and form a group with Vanilla Ice. And what I tell you, you better use it. This guy's a hillbilly. This ain't Willie Nelson music. Trailer trash. I took you to your last breath and have you looking foolish like Cheddar Bob when he shot himself. Silly rabbit, I know why they call you that. Because you follow Future like you got carrots up his ass crack. And when you wrap it up, that's when you got jacked up and left stupid like Tina Turner when she got smacked up. I crack your shoulder blade. You'll get dropped so hard that Elvis will start turning in his grave. I don't know why they let you out in the dark. You can take your white ass back across 8 Mile to the trailer park.
I can't believe you never saw this movie.
Nah, man.
It's so good.
Man, yeah.
Pretty good. Hip-hop 101. Hey, Buddy Rabbit, it's your turn, baby. 45 seconds. Let this motherfucker feel it. All right?
I tell you what, but rappers today don't want to fuck with Eminem. Eminem ain't no joke.
Nah, he isn't.
Ask Machine Gun Kelly.
Don't choke this time. All right, look.
That's how old it is. Look at fucking Brittany Murphy.
Wow.
Hey, yo. This guy raps like his parents jerked him. He sounds like Eric Sermon, the generic version. This whole crowd looks suspicious. It's all dudes in here, except for these bitches. So I'm a German, eh? That's okay. You look like a fucking worm with braids. These leaders are the free world rookies. Looking, how can 6 dicks be pussies? Talking about shit's Greek. Bitch, you could be a piss creek with paddles. This deep is still gonna sink. You're a disgrace. Yeah, they call me rabbit. This is a turtle race. He can't get with me spinning this shit, wiggity lickety shots, the spiggity spiggity split lickety. Then I'ma turn around with a great smile and walk my white ass back across 8 miles. Heads, shoes. Lotto on you, baby.
Lotto was a little bit better than the first guy.
Yeah. Now Anthony Mackie fucks him up too, though. Anthony Mackie fucks him up hard.
No, he don't do nothing because Eminem goes first.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Because he steals all of his shit before he has a chance to do it.
Yep. Hello?
I think Rob froze.
Just put all of that RAM in there and it still froze. Look at him.
And that makes me believe you really don't have an interest in living. You think these niggas gonna feel the shit you say? I got a better chance joining the KKK. On some real shit though, I like you. That's why I didn't want to have to be the one you commit suicide to. Fuck now, call me your leader. I feel bad and I gotta murder that dude from Leave It to Beaver. I used to like that show. Now you got me in fight back mode. But oh well, you gotta go, you gotta go. I hate to do this. I would love for this shit to last, so I'll take pictures of my rear end so you won't forget my ass. And all's well that ends okay. So I'll end this shit with a fuck you, but have a nice day.
Yeah, he got him pretty good, dude.
Yeah. Yep.
That was good. I mean, there is an art to, like, what do they call this? Freestyle?
Oh yeah, it's hard, dude. If you try to improv comedy, like I improv comedy and it's fucking hard.
Yeah.
I'm not even good at it. I just do it, amateurly, but
the people who can just do this.
it's hard to do it.
Wayne Brady is
Yeah.
a master of it, buddy.
Oh, God, yeah. Just the look he's giving him, man. It's great.
Brittany Murphy is there.
Yeah, she done like
He's
what,
back,
10
man.
years ago. Because she should have been Harley Quinn.
Yeah, she definitely more sexy than that girl up in Hollywood.
You guys out of your mind.
A little hard on the beaver. So was Eddie Haskell, Wally, and Miss Cleaver. This guy keeps screaming. He's paranoid. Quick, someone get his ass another steroid. I ain't hear a word you said. Hibbity hoopla. Is that a tank top or a new bra? Look, Snoop Dogg has got a fucking boob top. Did you listen to the last rhyme he had? Pay attention. You're saying the same shit that he said. Fat dog, get a pencil. Go home, write some shit, make it suspenseful, and don't come back until something don't hit you. Fuck it. You can take the mic home with you. Looking like a cyclone hit you. Tank top screaming lotto, I don't fit you. See if white jokes get you. Boys like, how vanilla ice gonna get you? My motto, fuck lotto. I get the 7 digits from your mother for $1 tomorrow.
Got his ass hard, dude.
Hey, this right here gonna be hard, and it got a hard ass beat.
Yeah.
Shook one by Mob. That beat right there hard.
Dude, I legit want to go like watch this now.
Dude, I want to see this now.
It's good. It's like Oscar worthy good.
It's based on his life too. This is what he went through in Detroit.
Now everybody from the 313, put your motherfucking hands up and follow me. Everybody from the 313, put your motherfucking hands up. Look. Now while he stands tough, notice that this man did not have his hands up. The free world's got you gassed up. Now who's afraid of the big bad force? 1, 2, 3 into the 4. 1 pop, 2 pop, 3 pop, 4. 4 pop, 3 pop, 2 pop, 1. Your pop, he's pop, no pop, none. This guy ain't no motherfucking MC. I know everything he's got to say against me. I am white, I am a fucking punk. I do live in a trailer with my mom. My boy future is an open time. I do got a dumb friend named Cheddar Bob who shoots himself in his leg with his own gun. I did get jumped by all 6 of you chumps. And we did fuck my girl. I'm still standing here screaming fuck the free world. You'll never try to judge me, dude. You don't know what the fuck I've been through. But I know something about you. You went to Cranbrook. That's a private school. What's the matter, dog? You in Paris? This guy's a gangster? His real name is Clarence. Clarence is the home with both parents. And Clarence's parents have a real good marriage. This guy don't want to battle. He's shook. Cause ain't no such things as halfway crooks. He's scared to death. He's scared to look at his fucking yearbook. Fuck Cranbrook. fuck a beat, I go a cappella. Fuck a Papa Doc, fuck a clock, fuck a trailer, fuck everybody. Fuck y'all if you doubt me. I'm a piece of fucking white trash, I say it proudly. Fuck this battle, I don't want to win, I'm outie. Here, tell these people something they don't know about me.
Damn.
Got him right there, dude. Got him right there.
Did what Rocky did and reach in his chest and pull it. Did you see the last Rocky? I mean, the last Rambo.
Yeah,
I still haven't seen that. I want
Hey.
to. Can't wait.
he's one of the best Rambo movies.
If you talk about Jason Bourne, Equalizer, Hitman, and what's the one that was so bad? None of them guys can hold a candle to the last Rambo. That sucker went in a different zone I ain't never seen before.
The problem is right now, I'm probably going to get a copyright claim for playing that. Although it's not music, it's freestyles and it's a movie, so I think
I was thinking the same thing. But
I mean, they might do a copyright claim and take your monetization for the
off, yeah. Which it doesn't matter. I don't get paid that much monetization.
You might not, because I saw this one guy named King Wop, and all he does is play videos and critique them.
Hmm?
Yeah, but a lot of those guys, like a lot of these people that you see do like trailer reactions for a living, like Tyrone Magnus and stuff.
Yeah.
Like even Tyrone Magnus has even come out and said, we really don't get paid as much as you think we do, because a lot of the times the studio is copyright claiming we don't get any money for any of that.
Or you share the revenue. Like,
yeah, or you share the revenue. But since they have so many subscribers, because Tyrone Magnus has like millions of subscribers, that he can do a 5-minute vlog about something, and then he'll get paid like $30,000 for just doing that one fucking vlog. So
he's on it, bro. And I had him Hasbro send him all them damn toys all the time.
Yeah,
man, that cat.
Wish somebody would send me some toys.
I ain't lying.
Right, I hear that.
Like nobody, like, dude, I reopened the PO box. Nobody sent anything since Sean sent me the mic.
Those bastards, man.
And like, because I was not even gonna do the PO box. I was gonna let it expire. And everybody was like, "No, you better fucking keep that PO box."
I gotta say something. I ain't seen something in a long time myself. Let's was that T-shirt.
Venom?
No, I bet. No, you lost. One of us. I thought that I lost the bet.
I forgot what the fuck we bet on. I think it's something about Star Wars box office or something. I think. You said it wasn't gonna drop a certain percent. I said it was gonna drop a certain percent, and
I got it around in the room now.
Yep, you're gonna have to send me that Venom Blu-ray, man. I'll send you Attack of the Clones VHS. Yes, I do need that. I need that pretty bad, actually. I'm trying to stall time, guys. I can't do nothing until 3 o'clock. So fuck.
3.
What are you talking about?
I'm supposed to go over to Nikki's house at 3, so I'm just trying to stall time until 3.
Sounds like him.
Dude, you know there is more to life than sex, right?
What the fuck you smoking, man?
I just want a nice conversation. I went over her house last night. She came home. As soon as because Sean wasn't on the stream. You guys remember I was like super depressed last night, right? I'm like, I fucked it up, Danny. I fucked it up.
Hey, Sean, 20-minute stream.
20-minute stream.
What the fuck?
My mom was so fucked because I knew she was talking to her boyfriend at night.
He was like,
and
I gotta go on to bed.
She told me that she was gonna end it with him. But this has happened before, and but she's like, no, I promise I'm gonna end it with him. And then she wasn't messaging me back. So I was like, fuck, what the hell? Like I got in my own mind. And then when I ended the stream, I got a text message. She's like, I just left work. It's over with him. She's like, do you want to talk? I'm like, yeah. So then I went over her house, and I stayed over her house until about 4 a.m. Came home, slept for 2 hours, got up at 6, brought Autumn to work, came home, did 2 videos on YouTube. That's all the sleep I've gotten in the past 2 days.
God damn.
I took a nap at lunch today. Like people were like, are you okay? Like, dude, I'm just slobbering, like snoring. Like I was out, dude. So.
Well, that's cool, man. That's cool.
I'm glad you won.
Yeah, me too.
I never won anything in my life.
Well, this is a good thing to win. If this is like your one and only win, it's a great thing to start with.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it. How many people on the chat?
51.
I'm gonna say it for the 51 people. Don't F it up.
Yes.
Okay?
Dude.
F it up.
Take the time.
So,
Take the time you need, man.
so you guys know I'm still married to Autumn, but she's leaving and whatnot, right? So Autumn was like, "What the fuck you doing?" I'm like, I gotta go to Nikki's house. I'll tell you everything in the morning. So on the way to work, I was like, "So what happened?" I'm like, "Well, a lot of stuff, but short version is we're back together." And she's like, Autumn was like, "Good, don't fuck it up this time." It's like it's what I do, guys. It's what I do. But this time I don't think I'm gonna fuck it up. I think this time is like, because now we know. Like, now we know. She knows where I stand in the relationship. I know where she stands in the relationship. Before she just thought I wasn't ready. Now she knows, so we're good, man. We're good. We're open, so we're good. So
That's badass, man.
So yeah. The only way I can fuck it up is if I don't know. I don't even know how I can fuck it up this time. I really don't. So but yeah, and I'm going over her house. I'm spending the whole night with her on Thursday. Whoa. Hello? Okay. Whoa, what the fuck?
Oh, Rob is having technical difficulties.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I'm going over her house Thursday. I'm spending the entire day, the entire night, and we're just binging all of Watchmen.
Cool.
So we're gonna start with the movie, then move on to the show, and I'm really dreading the later half of that show.
At least you're gonna be in good company, man. That's all.
Yeah, I guess. I'm looking forward to watching that movie again, though. I love Watchmen. That's like one of my favorite comic book movies. That and V for Vendetta. I don't know if you guys ever seen V for Vendetta.
That's such a great film.
Fucking love that fucking movie.
I didn't even know it was a DC Comics property when I
either did I. And the funny thing is, it's written by Alan Moore. Alan Moore, who did Watchmen, did V for Vendetta too. It's like that dude's just a fucking genius, man.
That was a guilty pleasure movie, Sean.
Guilty pleasure movie, really? Wow.
Don't that many people, not for geeks like us, but
You're right.
Like,
I like it because the message behind it. Like I love when he says, like, you know, the government should feel the people, not the people, not the other. Like, the message behind it is so strong.
And it doesn't surprise me that Alan Moore actually wrote it.
Yeah.
Because of the whole message behind it.
You know what my guilty pleasure movie is?
What?
Pitch Perfect.
Pitch Perfect. I like.
Yeah, I love Pitch Perfect.
Those aren't bad movies, man. I mean, for what they are, they're
the third one's hot trash, but
I like the one with the German band that made the girl say all kind of crazy stuff whenever she talked. She's like, "Your sweat smells like sweet sugar."
that might have been the third one. I'm not sure. I wasn't a big fan of the third one because they were doing that like whole Fat Amy's like dad was like a spy or something. I'm like, what the fuck why is this in a Pitch Perfect movie?
Yeah. The second was when they the Dellas, what do they call themselves?
The second one was when the all the Bellas showed up at the end.
Yeah, but the big group was that big German woman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were cute movies, man. I mean,
that's a guilty pleasure.
Yeah, they're not bad.
To me, the first Pitch Perfect is almost like a modern day Sister Act.
Yep.
Okay.
In the I like Sisters Act 1 and 2 is like a guilty pleasure for me. I like those movies a lot.
And that was Lauryn Hill, man, before she became famous.
Yeah. Very true. Very true. I totally forgot she was in the second one until you mentioned that.
Yep.
You know what? You know what else is another guilty pleasure? Drive Angry. I don't know if you guys ever seen Drive Angry.
Is that No, who's
seen that?
Nicolas Cage and Amber Heard.
Oh, I have seen that. Yes,
it is fucking amazing. I own 2 copies, one 3D, one Blu-ray. If they ever do a 4th copy, oh shit, she heard everything I said. Well, okay.
Hey, were you trying to give him good advice, Miss Pearson?
Yeah, we're trying to keep him on the right track. We're trying to keep him on the right track.
Yeah, they're just telling me not to fuck it up. So, but I don't think I'm gonna fuck it up this time. But I'm trying to put myself in check. So, Bennett came in with a super chat. The old Fantastic films are my guilty pleasure. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I can totally see that.
Let me tell you, Robert, what my dad told me in a relationship. So
all right,
choose your fights, pick your fights.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, we don't get into fights. We never been in a fight ever.
Don't worry, it's coming.
Nah, I don't see it, man. I don't see it. I honestly do not see it. I don't see it.
Ain't both y'all human?
Yeah. As long as you're both humans, it eventually will come.
Something gonna rub you wrong, something gonna rub her wrong, but you gotta pick your fights.
Yeah, just
don't. Dude, as long as me and Autumn were married for 14 years, and we barely got into fights. And if we did, it was like yell, and that was like it. But dude, I haven't yelled in like a year, dude.
I've been married 25 years, and shit, I can't count the ones I didn't.
How many of you actually won?
I can't count it. No, my wife at first, man, the first part of my marriage, my wife would always remember something I said. And
they all do. Always.
Then I start getting wise about year 10, and I start remembering shit that she said. So whenever she start doing the Jedi mind trick on me, I was able to say,
See, I'm the opposite. I remember everything. Like I remember everything.
Okay.
Like down to the detail of anything, not just a relationship.
I'm gonna get a text one day from you, and it's gonna be like, you were right. And I'm gonna just say,
no, dude, I'm telling you, dude, we're not gonna get into fights. We don't fight.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that's cool, man. If it happens like that, then more power to you, because I've never had a relationship where fighting does not eventually enter into it.
I don't know, man.
Rob lives on Fantasy Island.
I hope it's not the new horror-based Fantasy Island.
No.
Yeah, not piss you off when you saw that.
Man, I saw the trailer today and it looked like trash.
I saw it about a month ago, and me and Rob talked about it.
Yeah, but fucking Danny sent me a text message like, dude, you gotta check out this trailer of Fantasy Island. I looked at him like, this kind of sucks, Danny. It's a horror movie. He's like, why did they turn it into a horror movie? I'm like, I don't know.
And that shit. I mean, I grew up on Fantasy Island, man.
I did too.
I grew up on that, and
now when Tattoo is the plane, it's gonna explode.
It looks like they took Saw and just put it on an island and called it Fantasy Island.
It's just
Lord, he ain't nothing evil. I mean, I don't understand that. I don't understand that twist.
Oh yeah, wait till they do the Love Boat and make that a fucking horror film.
The Love Boat on the Titanic.
Yeah. Titanic 2.
Oh, it's just 1 o'clock. I didn't realize it was that late.
Oh, yeah, I'm probably gonna get off and take a quick cat nap until 3. So,
cool, man.
Yeah.
All right, man. Congrats on that, Rob. I'm really happy for you, bro.
Yeah, me too, man.
Yep. Just hope I don't fuck it up.
Nah. Just stay positive, man. You'll be good.
Yeah. I got the link to both Sean and Danny's channel in the description box below, guys. So go over there, check out their channel, sub to them. And yeah, guys, that's all. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thanks for the live discussion. Wasn't planning on going for 2 hours, but why the hell not? So you guys take it easy, and thank you guys so much. Later,
guys.